It's Brienne here. Um, Welcome back. If you saw my last video, if not, welcome. Um, Welcome. Period. I guess. I wanted to do a get to know me type video. And tell you guys just what makes me me because depression doesn't make me. PTSD, anxiety, they don't make me. Okay, so I grew up in church. I grew up Baptist, okay, and I grew up in Miami, Florida. So I went to Antioch Missionary Baptist Church of Carroll City. Or is it Miami Gardens? I don't know. It's Carroll City or Miami Gardens. Growing up in church and just growing up in a family with a love for the arts. My dad is a musician and a composer, conductor, and my mother is a singer, actor, dancer, director. She mostly does directing nowadays. She teaches too, and she is an acting coach. So I just kind of grew up in a very artsy family, and so music was my first love. Grew up singing in church and just following what my mom was doing because, like I said, she's a singer. She would play music a lot, especially when we were driving on our way to somewhere, wherever it was, she would be playing music. And one of the artists that I feel like really shaped me, that she played a lot, was Brandy. Brandy is my favorite vocalist of all time, okay? She's the reason why I really am obsessed with background vocals. Like, I love lead vocals, I mean, yeah, sure, but what are you doing in the background? That's what I want to find out. And I love arranging and stuff like that. I'm also a theater kid, okay? Like I said, my mom, she's an actress and an acting coach and a director. And she has taught musical theater for as long as I've been alive. So 24 years. I'm 23, but she started like 6 months before I was born or something like that. Yeah, so I grew up a theater kid. I was actually in her class, which that was a different lifetime, it feels like. But grew up a theater kid. I actually have my bachelor's degree in theater. I went to the illustrious Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University in Tallahassee, Florida. Go Rattlers. Shout out SAI. Shout out Mahogany Dance Theater. Shout out Concert Choir. Shout out Family Connection. Shout out Family Essential Theater. I think I said all of them. I hope I did. I hope I'm not missing anybody. But shout out to all the organizations that I was a part of, either for my whole time in college or just a part of it. I actually was a teacher. I was a drama teacher for elementary school last year. Yeah. Quickly realized that teaching is not, I won't even say that teaching is not for me because I like to direct as well. I think the school system is not for me. I know the school system is not for me. So quit that. God was actually leading me to leave that job. So I did, and I started to really work on my music project that has not come out yet and is actually on a divine pause right now. So I haven't had a steady job, a consistent job since last year, July. I've been in this really weird transition season, and God actually sent me into the wilderness, which I was not thinking he would do that. however he did, but I'm grateful for it because some things you can only learn through adversity and through experience. And so I'm grateful for the molding that he's doing in this time. Thank God I know that it's coming to an end, okay? I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, and I'm still, well, I'm not in Miami right now. I am actually in Miramar in Broward County, but I grew up Dade County, 305 all the way. However, I am actually, and this is gonna shock some people who know me, but I'm moving to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, don't ask me why, I don't know. I don't know. But I went to Transformation Conference last year, October, and God spoke to me very clearly and said that he was going to be relocating me there. He has not told me why. However, I do know that I am moving, and I know that I'm moving this year. So you guys will actually be on that journey because I'll be documenting that. And I actually believe that God is very intentional. I believe that me walking out this journey in front of you guys, someone will give their life to Christ. And that is, this is for everybody. This is not a Christian only channel. However, I am gonna talk about God and I am gonna spread the good news, okay? I wanted to show you guys like a few books that really have kept me, I guess, grounded and anchored in this season that I'm in. I'm in therapy. I have therapy like twice a week. I have regular therapy, so the cognitive behavioral therapy, I think it is. And then I'm also doing EMDR. So this book, Damaged Not Destroyed by Mike Todd, shout out Transformation Church, Transformation Nation. Damaged but Not Destroyed, From Trauma to Triumph. Okay, and he talks about, you know, how all of us go through experiences that we wouldn't want to go through. All of us have a certain amount of trauma, but that does not make you who you are. This was very fitting for this season I'm in, and going through therapy and healing from past traumas, and eventually I will get into that, but not today. Now, this book, this is my auntie in my head, Dr. Anita Phillips. This book, it will challenge you. So if you're not ready to take that step into your healing process, then this probably is not the book for you right now. But when you get to that point, this is going to be your best friend. Too often we've been taught to view our emotions with suspicion, seeing them as something to be suppressed, managed, or mastered. It isn't true. Emotions are not your enemy. Internal war is not your destiny. You were created to flourish. In this game-changing book, trauma therapist and mental health expert Dr. Anita Phillips reveals how embracing emotion is the key to living your most powerful life. Just as gardens thrive in good ground, the abundant life you've been seeking can only be grown in the soil of your heart. So this is not just for Christians. I mean, she does talk about faith in this book, and she is Christian. However, I would recommend this book to anyone who is on their healing journey. And because we're really taught to suppress our emotions and taught that emotions are bad, and she really digs deep into that. For fun right now, I just started Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones is actually one of my favorite shows of all time. We're not going to talk about season 8 and like half of season 7, really all season 7 and 8, but that's still one of my favorite shows, okay? I want to get more into reading for fun. So if you guys have any suggestions, recommendations of really good books, I would love for you to comment them and let me know, because when I read books, I usually read them for like spiritual growth or learning, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I want to read for fun. I like romance, comedy, mystery, like crime, all that stuff. So if you have any book recommendations, please recommend them, because I'm looking for some fun books to read. So a few facts about me, and we're gonna wrap this up. I love to laugh. I think laughing is so important. Maybe I laugh too much. I laugh at things I shouldn't. Like when I attempted suicide last month, and ended up in the psych ward, I was like, wow, I'm really like in here, like, and then I cried, but then I laughed, you know? So that's all that matters. I try not to take life too seriously, because it can be hard. And if you really dwell on just how hard life is, you won't have any joy. And so I gotta laugh, okay? I love ASMR. I don't like the mukbang ASMR, like when people are just eating food, and I don't like that, but I do like everything else, including mouth sounds. So don't judge me. I know some people don't like that, but that's you and this is me. I know the term Disney adult has a negative connotation to it, but that's kind of what I am. I love watching Disney movies, the animated classics like Lion King, or Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Toy Story, all of them, Incredibles. Those are my movies, and I know all the lines, me and my sister. So that's what I mean when I'm a Disney adult, and I love to go to Disney theme parks, but I'm not doing too much, you know. I like what I like. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I consider myself an airbender. So, and I've taken the quiz multiple times, and they all say the same thing. My sister does not think I'm an airbender, but I am. Yeah. And again, please, if you have any book recommendations, please leave them below. Also, if you have any questions about me, or about my interests, or whatever, I don't know, about mental health, about my experiences, then you can also ask me those questions, and I will answer them in the next coming videos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you all, and God loves you. If you are neurodivergent in any way, or if you really struggle with mental health, depression, anxiety, PTSD, anything, if you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'm trying to, you know, find community and people who are like me. I have ADHD, and I'm just starting to realize that it's a lot more common, these mental illnesses or disorders or what have you. They're a lot more common than I thought. And so everyone is welcome. Anyone is welcome. I love all of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.